One really big mistake I see so many people make when it comes to not just brain fog, but their health in general, is doing the wrong type of exercise for the stress load that their body is actually under. And also overworking as well as underworking. We always talk about not pushing hard enough, we're not smashing it, we're not doing all these sessions, or we crushed a workout. I used to be that person, absolutely, when I used to compete in bodybuilding. But the truth is, I was severely overtraining, waking multiple times through the night, and I was in my mid 20s and I had lots of brain fog. I'm not sure how I managed to be a manager in the corporate world at the same time. Therefore, choosing the right exercise and the right time of day to exercise, as spoken about in the routine videos, is absolutely crucial to allow you to clear that brain fog and get really good energy and really good sleep. A lot of people will say, I want to lose weight, I'm going to do cardio. Well, is that long cardio going to actually boost your stress levels too much? What is the most you can do to actually recover from? Are we going to need to weight train? Maybe. Are we going to need to do yoga? Maybe. Are we going to need to stretch? Maybe. Are we going to need to do some high intensity interval stuff? Maybe. It all depends on your body and where your body is at. But one thing we do know absolutely for sure is that your body needs to get around, it's actually 22 to 44 minutes of exercise, 44 minutes, and it can be in 1 or 2 blocks per day. Now, that exercise does not have to be strenuous. I would recommend doing it outside, but getting movement in throughout the day is going to be crucial to allowing your body when it comes to recharge, when it comes to things like lymphatic drainage and detoxification and getting mobility of fluids around the body. That sounds pretty gross, but exercise is going to be crucial for this. Now, what I do recommend is that you split your exercise up, especially if you're someone who's busy. We want to get outside multiple times during the day. We've said that. So getting your exercise throughout the day is going to be very, very good. What a lot of people get into the trap of doing, and I get our schedules are busy, and that is doing all your exercise in the morning and then being sedentary for the rest of the day. That's what I call active sedentary. You might do your 12,000 steps because you've just done your 10K run, and then you do nothing for the rest of the day. That could just be as bad, not just, but it could be nearly as bad as not doing exercise at all. And it could also be stressing the body out. Now, sometimes I see, just like I've done in the past, people are using exercise as a coping mechanism. Exercise could absolutely be causing your brain fog. It could be causing a lot of issues in your body if we are doing the wrong type of exercise, too strenuous exercise, not getting enough sleep, not getting enough calories, and not getting enough recoverability and recuperation for our body. I've even seen people go through the menopause early because of the stress that exercise puts on their body. But the trouble is, there's an addiction there that when you try and tell that to some people, they don't want to hear it. I was one of those people when I had low testosterone in my mid 20s, when I couldn't sleep in my mid 20s. I was overtraining. You wouldn't think I had low testosterone because I was very lean. I was competing in bodybuilding, but there was no sex drive. It had no motivation. I was very low. I was very depressed. All because I was overtraining. And the problem was exercise was my release, and I had to do some work up here in order to improve that. So when it comes to exercise, choose a method your body needs. It doesn't have to be this big craze. It doesn't have to be smashing the latest Peloton workout, doing it 5 days a week. Be aware of what you're doing. If you are running, don't go for a PB every single week. If you are getting a PB every single week, chances are you weren't pushing hard enough in the first place. We need to have periodized programming where you do interval stuff, you do efforts, you do form work. We work on flexibility. I've worked with many professional athletes, endurance, strength, physique athletes over the years. Everyone needed a different amount of training at different times, depending on the sport and depending where their goals were. So please take that into account. I could tell you exactly my training program, but that isn't going to be effective for you. We have to work as an individual. Be aware of how much stress is on your body. Don't just keep pushing harder and harder and adding and adding. Train smarter. Allow your body to recover. Have a look at your heart rate variability using apps and things on your phone. We want that to be averaging out at above 60 every day, as much as possible. If it's lower, we need to know why. Have you smashed a workout and it bounces back? Have you had more alcohol and it bounces back? We need to look at these recovery side of things in the body. We will get to HRV when it comes to technology in week 3.